Naomi Osaka's opening match at the Australian Open was memorable for far more than the scoreline alone. While the Japanese star eventually secured her place in the second round after a demanding three-set battle, much of the early conversation around Laver Arena revolved around her breathtaking entrance in what may well be the most striking outfit ever seen at a Grand Slam tournament. Long before the first ball was struck, Osaka had already made a statement that blended sport, art, and personal expression in a way rarely witnessed on a tennis court. As she stepped on a center court, the atmosphere shifted instantly. Osaka emerged beneath a pristine white parasol, its delicate canopy echoing the flowing movement of ocean life. A matching wide-brimmed hat framed her face, while a long, translucent veil cascaded down, softening her silhouette and giving her the appearance of something ethereal drifting through water. The ensemble felt theatrical yet elegant, commanding attention without seeming forced. It was not simply clothing, but a carefully considered presentation that set her apart from the moment she appeared. Beneath the accessories, her outfit continued to impress. She wore a sleeveless turquoise dress, its colors shimmering under the Melbourne lights, layered over pleated white trousers. The turquoise hue immediately evoked images of tropical seas, while the pleats added texture and movement, creating a sense of fluidity as she walked. The contrast between the vivid blue-green fabric and the crisp white trousers gave the outfit depth and balance, merging softness with structure. Unlike traditional tennis dresses or skirts, this look challenged conventions while still respecting the sport's demands for freedom of movement and performance. Osaka even conducted parts of the pre-match formalities while still wearing elements of this ensemble, allowing the crowd to fully absorb the visual spectacle. Gasps and murmurs rippled through the stands as spectators tried to take in every detail. It was a rare moment where fashion briefly eclipsed the tennis itself, something almost unheard of in a sport that has historically leaned toward understated, functional attire. When play finally began, Osaka had to shift her focus quickly from aesthetics to competition. Facing Croatia's Antonia Ruzic, ranked 65th in the world, and making her Australian Open debut, the four-time Grand Slam champion knew she could not afford complacency. The match proved far tougher than the opening set score initially suggested. Osaka eventually prevailed 6-3, 3-6, 6-4, booking a second-round meeting with Romania's Sorana Cîrstea, but she was made to work for every point. After the match, Osaka explained the inspiration behind her striking appearance. Nike, her longtime sponsor, had given her the freedom to design the outfit herself, and she revealed that it was modeled after a jellyfish. The comparison made sense. The flowing fabrics, the translucent layers, and the aquatic color palette all mirrored the graceful, otherworldly movement of a jellyfish drifting through the ocean. She spoke warmly about the opportunity to merge her creative interests with her professional life, expressing gratitude for being able to do what she loves while also showcasing something she finds beautiful. This moment felt particularly significant given Osaka's journey over the past few years. Now 28, the former world number one has always been known for her on-court fashion choices, but this outfit marked a new peak in terms of ambition and execution. She has previously paid tribute to cultural heritage, social causes, and personal milestones through her clothing, especially at Grand Slams. However, the Australian Open jellyfish-inspired look seemed to synthesize all those elements into a single, unforgettable statement. Comparisons with other iconic Grand Slam outfits quickly became inevitable. Serena Williams' black catsuit at the 2018 French Open is often cited as one of the most daring looks in tennis history, blending power, controversy, and symbolism. Venus Williams has long been celebrated for pushing boundaries with bold cuts and colors, while players like Maria Sharapova and Roger Federer have delivered timeless elegance through sleek, minimalist designs. Even so, Osaka's Australian Open ensemble felt different. Rather than focusing on power or rebellion, it leaned into artistry and imagination, transforming the tennis court into a runway without diminishing the seriousness of competition. At Wimbledon, Tradition reigned supreme with its strict all-white dress code, leaving little room for creative expression. The U.S. Open allows for more freedom, and Osaka herself has previously used that stage to make strong fashion statements, particularly with masks honoring victims of racial violence. The French Open has seen experimental designs, but often clashes with the clay court's earthy tones. The Australian Open, with its vibrant summer setting and relaxed atmosphere, has perhaps always been the most welcoming stage for bold fashion, and Osaka's outfit felt perfectly suited to Melbourne's heat, light, and energy. Calling it the best outfit in the history of Grand Slams may sound hyperbolic, but there is a compelling argument to be made. It balanced visual impact with narrative meaning, performance practicality with artistic flair. It did not rely on shock value alone. Instead, it invited viewers to look closer, to understand the inspiration, and to appreciate the craftsmanship behind it. In an era where athletes increasingly express themselves beyond their sport, Osaka's look stood as a benchmark for how fashion can enhance, rather than distract from, competition. Once the match settled into its rhythm, Osaka showed flashes of the form that made her one of the most feared players in women's tennis. She had won the Australian Open twice before, in 2019 and 2021, and her comfort on the hard courts of Melbourne remains evident. Early in the match, she surged into a 3-0 lead, striking the ball cleanly and dictating play with her powerful ground strokes. Ruzic, however, refused to be overawed by either the occasion or her opponent's reputation. The Croatian fought back to level the first set at 3-3, showing impressive resilience and shot-making for someone playing her first match at the tournament. Osaka responded with authority, breaking serve again and closing out the set in 44 minutes. Yet the match was far from over. In the second set, Osaka's intensity dipped, and Ruzic took full advantage, racing to a 3-0 lead of her own. A bizarre interruption added to the drama when the red lights on the net, used to signal when a ball is out, malfunctioned. Play was halted for more than 5 minutes during a crucial game at 5-3 in Ruzic's favor. When the match finally resumed, Ruzic, playing on her 23rd birthday, showed remarkable composure, quickly sealing the set and forcing a decider. Osaka took a toilet break before the final set, a chance to reset mentally as well as physically. She returned to the court with renewed focus, breaking early to lead 2-0. Once again, though, Ruzic fought back, and the final set turned scrappy, with both players struggling to hold serve consistently. Experience ultimately proved decisive. Osaka drew on her years at the top of the game, finding the crucial break when it mattered most and holding on to secure victory. Afterwards, she spoke warmly about her affection for the Australian Open, describing it as one of her favorite tournaments and expressing happiness at starting the year in Melbourne. She praised Ruzic as an amazing player and admitted she had never faced her before, jokingly adding that she hoped not to see her on the other side of the net again anytime soon. Osaka also highlighted her serving performance, an area that has often been a cornerstone of her success. The win carried historical significance as well. It marked Osaka's 70th main draw victory at Grand Slam level, making her only the second Japanese woman to reach that milestone after Ai Sugiyama. Considering the challenges she has faced in recent years, including stepping away from the sport to address mental health struggles and later returning after giving birth to her child, the achievement felt especially meaningful. In that context, the jellyfish-inspired outfit took on even greater symbolism. Jellyfish are often associated with resilience and adaptability, creatures that drift yet survive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. Whether consciously or not, the imagery aligned beautifully with Osaka's own journey back to the highest levels of tennis. The outfit was not just visually stunning. It told a story of renewal, creativity, and quiet strength. By the time she left the court, it was clear that this Australian Open appearance would be remembered long after the tournament itself. Even if future champions lift the trophy, Osaka's entrance in Melbourne may remain etched in the collective memory of tennis fans as a moment when fashion, sport, and personal expression converge perfectly. In a sport steeped in tradition, She managed to honor the past while boldly redefining what the present can look like, making a powerful case that this may indeed be the finest Grand Slam outfit ever worn.